A new rumor for 2 new Crash Bandicoot games have recently surfaced, and things get really confusing, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. How's it going, everyone? Blueknight here, and welcome back to another Crash Bandicoot video. It's another day, and with it comes yet another rumor to add to the pile of existing rumors. But this one really just left me and other Crash community members very confused, as the said rumor comes from the YouTube channel The Gaming Revolution, which has nearly 300,000 subscribers and mainly covers Call of Duty related leaks. Well, over on Twitter, back on March 12th, they were doing just that. But what they listed were games that were supposedly currently in the works by Activision, and outside of Call of Duty, the list included Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remastered. Just a reminder, during the previous Activision quarterly call, they stated that more remasters in their IP library were coming, so that appears to be accurate. But what was more interesting is that the list included not one, but 2 Crash Bandicoot games, a PvP Crash Bandicoot game, and a remaster for the Wrath of Cortex, which is technically Crash 4. Wait, what? Another remake slash remaster? Alright, I'm going to get this part out of the way first, then come back to the PvP Crash game here in just a minute. Now look, I've played Wrath of Cortex, and while I think it's a good Crash game, actually it was my first Crash game. It doesn't come close to how good the original or the N-Sane trilogy was, which likely explains the mixed reactions to Wrath of Cortex despite having really good sales on the 3 respective platforms at the time. Just think Crash 3 warped, but not as good. Now, if this was sort of a reimagining and not a remake remaster like say Ratchet & Clank 2016, then maybe I could see it happening, but Vicarious Visions taking 3 years from N-Sane's release just to remake or remaster Wrath of Cortex, when it took them less time, like around 2 years, to do the N-Sane trilogy, I'm just not seeing it. Which brings to question if this rumor is even true, and the answer is likely not, but Gaming Revolution updated on this statement a few days afterward and said, I think I jumped the gun on the Wrath of Cortex remaster, and it may actually be a new Crash 4 installment. Then they got even more clarification afterward when the source told them, all I know is it's 100% called Crash 4 and is slated to be the next Crash game. And according to other previous leakers, Viewer Annan and Sabi, both of them leaking something very similar by saying that there will be new masks with special abilities, remember the PlayStation Time to Play ad? And that Cortex would be playable. So it would seem to be an entirely brand new Crash Bandicoot game with inspirations being drawn from both Twinsanity and Wrath of Cortex. But then, another leaker known as Zippo stated that the next Crash Bandicoot game will be a new game, and that leak saying it was a remaster of Wrath of Cortex to be fake, referring to Gaming Revolution's original tweet, which has since been updated. Zippo also said that they wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't going to be a launch title. Again, this has been a very plausible point for quite some time, given that the PS5 and the Xbox Series are set to release later this year. I should also mention that in Activision's most recent quarterly call, they were interested in innovating both the Crash and Spyro IPs beyond remasters. So there we go. Zippo also said that the design that we will see in the leaked mobile game will be Crash's new design in the 2020 game. Now, I've been thinking that this would be the case, given that Crash looks to have a more Spyro reignited Unreal Engine look and feel. I did talk about the mobile game design being a glimpse into the next game in a recent video. If you're interested in checking that out, the card is in the top right corner. Now, what about the whole PvP Crash game? According to Gaming Revolution, the game is still in its very early days, and it'll release in 2021, although it could change, on console, PC, and mobile. Okay, hold the phone. How could that be? Considering that both current Crash games, as well as Spyro Reignited, are not even on all 3 of those platforms. Then what is this supposed to be? Well, PvP stands for player versus player, okay? That's what Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled was, and a reasonable assumption is that this could be the next Crash racing game, or it's Crash Bash Remake / Remaster, which is a beehive that I don't want to get into. On top of this will be in 2021, the very year that everyone's expecting the next Spyro game to release, and well, I'm not sure if that's what Activision really wants to do, is overlap releases in 1 year as opposed to alternating between releases of both series in between years, making that 5 Crash games between 2017 and 2021 and only 2 Spyro games between 2018 and 2021. I don't know, something about that just doesn't seem right. But one thing's for sure, a new Crash game is coming most likely this year, with the VAs already doing voice work for the game, which will most likely release on the next gen consoles, and what it will bring with it, we'll just have to wait and see. But until then, what do you guys think about these rumors? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below, and be sure to stay tuned to the channel for the latest Crash Bandicoot news and updates as they happen. Or, in this case, rumors. Once again, thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. I've been Blueknight, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye.